Dant Crossing, Gethsemane, Kentucky. Timeless hospitality that stirs the spirit. Dant Crossing is a one-of-a-kind destination for unforgettable weddings, memorable corporate events, day trips, and weekend getaways. The pastoral campus is anchored by Log Still Distillery and includes an amphitheater that seats 2,000, a 12-acre lake for fishing and unique lodging options, creating an immersive experience that's rooted in the community and culture of our little slice of Kentucky. More attractions will open soon at Dant Crossing, including our 21,000 square foot distillery, which we will have the ability to produce 15,000 barrels of spirit each year, a network of wooded walking trails, fully functional private train depot, farm-to-table restaurant, and the Legacy, a premier wedding and events venue. Whether you're looking to host an event, book a stay, or reserve a tasting, we're ready to welcome you. Learn more at dantcrossing.com.
Spirits of French Lick is proud to introduce the Maddie Gladden Bottled and Bond Bourbon. This 4-year aged bourbon is double pot distilled and non-chill filtered, and has a full-bodied mouthfeel with eucalyptus, molasses, clove, ginger, and slight citrus, as well as grains of paradise. The finish is long and reappearing on the back of the tongue with notes of pepper, tobacco leaf, and mint green. All of our spirits are available for tasting and purchase inside the French Lick Winery and Distillery. Spirits of French Lick. Respect the grain, please enjoy responsibly, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die.
Rolling. Okay, everybody, welcome to Tiny's 10-minute tasting. I again here have my son Seth Mueller. Seth, what's your?
Oh, hint? Seth M Official.
There you go. Check him out. He's on TikTok. He's on
YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the major ones.
There you go. So welcome. We'd love to have you in this Tiny's 10-minute tasting. We are tasting Middle West out of Columbus, Middle West Spirits. It is Orloroso wheat whiskey cask strength. This is exciting because I want to see what my son thinks of this. The last time we just did a Maker's Mark, he gave it a 25. So we are going up.
As long as it's above 25.
Now that was a $24.99 bottle. This is a $125 bottle, folks.
So let's see if it's better than the $25
now,
bottle.
The Tiny's 10-minute tasting scale for rating whiskey is just based off of 100 total score, 25 for nose, 25 for taste, 25 for body, and 25 for finish. So I'm going to pour this beautiful. I love this whiskey. Personally, wheat whiskey, I think, is a category that's going to be coming up. This is 121 proof, 60.5 ABV, coming out of the Middle West. It's finished in Orloroso casks, which are sherry casks that it's a high-end sherry. This is a creamier whiskey. This is delicious, folks. I love this whiskey. So let's get it going.
Doing the nose, I was expecting it to be stronger for cask strength, but it's actually quite mild nose. Like, you're not getting a lot of flavors from it, but you're also not getting like an intense rubbing alcohol like flavor either.
I get Wheaties. I just get a toasted wheat. It's the
only thing going in my lungs.
It's just sniffing it. He's choking on it already.
Well, it's strong. It's cask strength.
This is watching a person who
maybe like cherry, like almost like artificial cherry, not even like real cherry.
No, there's cherry and vanilla. It's like a cherry vanilla.
It's almost like what is it? You know those candies, the cherries that are like soaked in alcohol and covered in chocolate? It smells like one of those.
Like a chocolate covered cherry?
But no, the ones that are soaked in alcohol. It's like soaked in amaretto or whatever.
Okay. It's a delicious.
I would say it smells like bourbon balls, but there's a reason for that.
But it's got the cherry and but then it's got this Wheaties kind of thing that's just spectacular.
Yeah, I'm almost even like, I don't know if it's just me not being experienced, but maybe coconut even. Like, maybe, I don't know what I'm smelling that, like, is it the sweetness? Like, the coconut sweetness?
So now you're tasting, you're nosing the difference between what you get for $24.99 at a standard wheat bourbon Maker's Mark opposed to this. This is why these are so special. This is limited edition. There's not a lot of this, but it's delicious. So, all right, let's give it a taste. I got it.
That's strong. Oh my god. You should have told me to put chapstick on. My lips are burning.
Look at what it does in the glass. I mean, Look at what it's doing in there. It's the way it's dripping down into your glass with those look at those thick legs.
I hate that.
That's what it's supposed to do.
No, not that. The taste. That's awful.
No, it's not. It's so good.
Like you said, I'm an avid gin drinker, and this is stay clear. Go with the 25 Maker's Mark if you're gonna do anything.
Come on.
I want to finish it. Do you want me to down it? I mean, the aftertaste is way more bitter too than the other one. Like, and I think it's because I don't like wheated bourbons.
It's a 5-year. This is not a wheated bourbon.
This is
just wheat whiskey.
Oh, it's just wheat whiskey. I don't like wheat.
Okay, but for 100, but you got to admit the nose is a lot better than the other
nose
one.
is a lot better. I mean,
and the hug that's happening on this one is just spectacular. And for me, what's left isn't bitter. I don't get any bitterness. I just get a really long finish of vanilla. I could taste the Orloroso wine aspect of it. There's definitely that sherry. There's just a little bit of sherry in there.
I don't think I've ever had Orloroso wine.
Okay, but it's sherry. Have you ever had sherry?
I've had it in dishes. I don't think.
Then you have to think about you have to on this one think about the body, because the body is rich and creamy.
The body is rich,
it fills,
and creamy.
And it's very creamy.
But I just think the taste. This is the
one you're going to rate the taste worst.
The worst, but I will say I rate the nose and the body.
And the body. And then the finish, you're saying what's left. Finish is based off of how long it stays and what it tastes like. Now, a lot of times if I don't like the taste of a finish, I don't usually go. I won't keep drinking that.
That's what we're here for.
So that's what he does with the $125 bottle. Middle West. We are going to right now rate this and get out of here. All right. I'm going to say the nose for me is quite spectacular. I'm going to say I give this nose one of the better noses. I give it a 23.
I was going to give it a 20. Like, straight up, it's a very good nose. Stop stepping. Keep up here. God. We're going to watch him fall over back into all of it. Okay. But yes, 20 on the nose. It's a very good smelling.
So then let's go to body. So the body, I think, is the creaminess of the body makes it special. I'm going to say the body's a 23 for me, too.
I was going to give it an 18. It's a good body. It fills your mouth enough. Even though I don't like that it's doing that, it still does it really well.
Well, body doesn't matter
if
as
you
much,
like it or
but
not.
whether you like it or not, it's how much. If it completely fills your mouth with shit, it's still a good body.
Yeah.
All right, so bringing me to taste. On the taste of this, I don't think it's quite as good. I give it a 20 as far as a taste. I really like this. I like wheat. But the sherry aspect of it, I'm not a huge fan, but this is the best sherry tasting whiskey I've had.
I give it a 3.
You got to keep your math going.
I got it. I'm at 31.
All right. So, and I did
41.
46. I'm at 60. What did I give this? A 20, right?
You give it a 20.
23, 20. 66.
And I gave it
64.
20, 18. It's 38 plus.
So the finish is long.
2.
I really like it. It's almost like raspberries.
I'll say 4.
I get a raspberry finish off this. So, and raspberry's not my favorite, but not, so I'll give the finish also a 20, which gives this bourbon an 86 for me.
I'm going to give it a 10. It wasn't the best. I don't like how bitter it was, but it wasn't also like the worst. And it did stay in your mouth for a pretty like long time after. So if you enjoy the taste, you're going to enjoy it for a while. So that brings my total to 50.
Which
50.
is, he went from 25 to 50. So,
we can only go up from here.
Yeah, well, who knows? All right. So, everybody, www.scotchybourbonboys.com. Thank you for watching. We are on all major podcast formats. Check us out, the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. I'm Tiny. Now,
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and all streaming formats.
What? You just forgot TikTok.
I forgot TikTok.
Don't forget TikTok, because this is where this is going to, his
yeah.
face is going on from when he drinks. This is so awesome.
Yeah.
All right, and this is Seth
M
Official. The M stands for Mueller, obviously.
Yeah.
Official. So check him out also on streaming formats.
Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Tiny out.
The Watershed Story. A watershed moment might be pivotal, but it might also be quiet and fleeting. It could be a monumentous occasion, a cause for celebration, an enormous triumph, or a small daily victory. A watershed moment could be a rekindling or an observation or a gathering. Any opportunity to relish with friends and family. It's whatever you choose to cheers to, who you're gathered around, and whatever's worth celebrating. We founded Watershed Distillery on the principles of community in 2010. We wanted to live in, work in, and contribute to the community in which we grew up. We aimed to create spirits and stood apart in quality and character. Along the way, we set out to form a community of our own, one that could gather together to savor, celebrate, and enjoy good spirits and company. We've grown from a tiny little still and 2 guys in jumpsuits to a dedicated team of over 40 people and 2 much larger stills. If you're ever in the area, stop by so we can introduce you to our team and pour you some of our award-winning bourbon. Creating it was our watershed moment, but we want to hear about yours.